Andrews.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell with HotNewHipHop.com here at St. Andrews in Detroit with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Vince Staples. Nice to meet you all.
Great to meet you, man.
Yeah,
Definitely appreciate your time. Now, you seem to have a genuine desire to not only be regular, but also stay regular through all the craziness going on around you. Where does that come from, you think? Why do you feel it's important to be regular?
Rappers pretend they rich, so people think they rich, so they don't go broke. Literally, that's the only reason. Because if you don't got the car, then you're not rich like him. If you're not rich like him, then they don't take you as serious as they take him. That's the only reason they pretend to be.
Smoke and mirrors, basically?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's smoke and mirrors. I really don't care. What you gonna do? Tell me I can't rap anymore and tell me to go get a job?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's unneeded pressure. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no pressure for what? Why would you want to do that to yourself? So I just stay away from all that.
Yeah.
Everybody like regular people.
Exactly.
Nobody likes, a dickhead.
Yeah, totally. And for those who may not be familiar, Vince Staples is your actual name. But you have had at least one alias in the past, right? Vince the Thugster.
Oh yeah, that was my old Instagram name. Or what was that my old name? Yeah, that was my face. That was something. That was like an aim or something.
Like
yeah, that was my aim. I had a gang of aims. I had another aim. My other aim was catch a fade, 6500. I had another aim that was it was Lil Twin Pack Flirts 102. I had some long shit. Yeah, aim was popping, bro. I was a sidekick king, man. Ask about me, man. I've been around for a minute.
Oh, okay. Didn't feel like carrying any of those over to rap though?
Hell nah, man. That shit was I was stupid when I was younger. I don't want no negativity in my rapping.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't, man. I can't, I got over that when I was younger.
Yeah, totally. And speaking of not being real extra, I know you're not too fond of there being a whole lot of pulp in your lemonade. Perhaps if you end up owning a restaurant when you're older, like you've mentioned as a possibility, you can implement some of those preferences. But do you think you'd ever serve breakfast? Because I hear you're not too big on that either.
I hate breakfast. But the other day, we was in Chicago. I forgot the name of the place we went, but they had the craziest quinoa. Doves in Chicago, they had quinoa pancakes. They didn't even need syrup. It's crazy. So I'll fuck with some Doves breakfast, if anything. But I just don't be up early, man. I didn't like going to school.
Yeah.
I set my shit up to where I had sports periods first, and I just wouldn't go to practice.
Okay.
And just go to school at like noon, 1 o'clock. That was my type of shit. So
yeah. And kind of got sick of it, too, eating it too much back in the day?
Yeah, man. Bruh. I got sick of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The Captain Crunch, they be cutting the top of your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do that. That's broke people food. That's the wick food they give you on Alameda by Wilson Park.
Oh, yeah.
I got sick of that, man.
Yeah. And so you may not have much use nowadays for cereal bowls, but how was Diana Ross at the Rose Bowl?
Diana Ross was lit, bro. It was crazy. I went with my mama, and I forgot who else went. I think it was my sister or my grandma or something like that. But it was lit. That's the best concert I ever been to. They had food. They had chairs. It was drunk people pop locking. It was lit, man. Diana Ross got the best show. Her and Justin Timberlake went on a better show than any rapper I've ever seen in my life.
Had you ever been to any others when you were younger?
That's the only concert I've ever been to in my life that wasn't like, I've been to like Odd Future shows and stuff when I was younger, like Magnetic shows, stuff like that. But that don't count. That wasn't like a fan experience.
Exactly.
I wasn't in the crowd or nothing, so.
Yeah. And you, of course, mentioned Roses in Blue Suede. Now, even though it's not necessarily what the song is about, contrary to popular belief, if I'm not mistaken, you at least used to have ties to the Crips, but...
I'm a gangbanger. I'm from Northside, Long Beach, Twin Gangsta Crip. My hood name is Fade Dude.
Just owning right up.
Yeah, I've been around for a minute. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
And it's a nigga online that uses my hood name and starts up shit on, like, forums. Like on gangbanging forums.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it ever like?
No.
Never carries
bro,
over.
I don't got time to do that. Niggas know me, bro. I done stayed the same my whole life, so everybody know me.
Yeah.
In that sense, but niggas know I don't be tripping like that unless it's necessary. Man, that's not about bloods. It's no bloods in Long Beach. So besides like some niggas like across the other side of the little water tower.
Yeah.
Some niggas in Compton. It's not real problems with no bloods. It's no bloods close to me.
Okay.
Like, it's no bloods in Compton. It's Pyru's is different.
Yeah.
So that would be pointless for me to say. And Joey, my cousin's mama, my auntie Shelly would beat my ass, and my uncle Phil would beat my ass.
Joey Fats?
Yeah, his mama from Lueders Park.
Okay.
So she would beat my ass.
Ironically, however, you've never Crip walked. Any particular reason?
Corny. I've never danced, and I'm 21 years old.
Yeah.
Dub C was not popping when I was growing up, so it was no reason for me to. No disrespect, but it was a different time period. We was trying to skateboard when we was growing up. We wasn't trying to Crip walk. The older homies be Crip walking and pop locking and E-Web and E-Bone and all them older dudes be, how y'all doing? All them older dudes be dancing and shit. That was, the older homies used to be like dancers. Like dance culture was big in like Southern California. A little bit before that, so like the whole crib walking shit ain't even really deriving from actual gangbanging. That's just it was just like a fraction of time.
Oh, okay.
For the older dudes.
Yeah. So is that something you think would surprise people in the gang community, or more so just people on the outside looking in who don't
Nobody
really know?
who gangbangs thinks about shit like that.
Yeah.
Niggas who gangbang is thinking about, damn, how am I gonna get this money so I can catch the bus to go to conservation corps because I didn't graduate from high school, or I hope this bitch don't put me on child support, or damn, I'm not trying to catch the bus. Let me get $500 for a Ford Focus. Niggas is not thinking about crib walking, khaki. That's all a lot. That's just dead, bro.
Yeah, just stereotypes.
I mean, it's different for different communities, like different races and things like that in different places. Like, I'm pretty sure if you go to Echo Park or Boyer Heights, like, you will see people in Dickies with the shirts up, but that's not even gang culture. That's like Southern California Hispanic culture. Like, they shit is real strong.
Yeah.
A lot of people just copy that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it all depends where you come from, bro. Like, we grew up by the beach. Like, we wasn't on none of that stuff.
Yeah. Continuing with the rose thread for a moment, they're obviously quite romantic. And when you were younger, I understand it was all about fucking ladies in really tight skirts.
You feel me? They don't even know about that a lot. They don't even know about that. Yeah, I was from Flirts, man. I was a little twin pack. I was under Pack. He in jail right now, though. He about to get out soon, though. Shout out to the homie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, I was from Flirts. I was one of the first ones. I was like 11, 12 years old.
Oh,
and I was one of the first people from Filthies. I was thugging, man. I had a little long run. You know, I don't brag about it because I don't have to, but yeah, you know your little stuff. I was thugging for a little bit. My mama, you know, I got over that, but a little bit. I got over it a little bit. But yeah, man, it was all in good fun, you know. Yeah. Product of my environment type shit. If you got Boy Scouts where you live at, that's probably gonna be your shit. And we didn't have Boy Scouts. We was from Flirts and Flip and Squad Up and Feds and all that other boo-boo shit. So yeah.
And you mentioned not really bragging about it. How fine of a line is there, do you think, between, you know, informing people about your experiences as opposed to glorifying them? Because in your music, you know, I get the sense that you really try to avoid the latter.
It's not a fine line. Niggas do it on purpose.
Can you explain?
Rappers act hard on purpose to try to scare you. It's a scary movie. They want it to be a scary movie. Like, niggas like YG, like, niggas say YG is glorifying it, like, oh, this nigga trying to be hard. It sound like party music to me. It sound like the nigga want to have a good time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's our generation out on that Schoolboy Q, not trying to glorify no shit. He just trying to have a good time. Kendrick, you know, it's like these stories is being told, but I feel like we over that. We grew up in a time where, you know, they talk about shock rap and things like that, shock factors. The shock factor in, like, the early on West Coast resurgence of rap was, damn, is it really that bad out there? So, of course, motherfuckers like, yeah, homie, it's really that bad out here. We dancing on low riders and, like, shut the fuck up. Like, nah, like, when Snoop Dogg came out, he was on a bike.
Yeah.
Because trying to go to a house party.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
All that other shit, man, it just make people look bad.
And I've also heard you say before that, you know, music used to emulate the streets, whereas now the streets emulate music. Can you elaborate?
Xannies, lean, all of that shit was in rap music. Coke, niggas is dope heads now because of rap music. It wasn't the other way around. And before then, niggas, you know, you can have, like, how niggas say Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice, I don't even know nothing about that, but niggas say Vanilla Ice came out trying to act like he was hard because that's what was popping at that point in time. When niggas had their backpacks on, it was all about dashikis and shit. Everybody was on that. But nowadays, we just copy what the rappers are doing.
Yeah.
You got Vine dances and all this other corny shit. That shit corny as fuck. But it's like, it's just ass backwards, man, because now it's no commentary, and it shows how weak-minded people are. Like, it's little niggas in Long Beach that grew up under us that full-blown act like they from Chicago. Like, they call weed disrespectful terms that's named after dead people, not even thinking twice about it, though, just because they heard a rapper say, like, you know, like, I had to tell one of the little homies, like, how would you feel if somebody was saying they was smoking on Woo Woo Pack or somebody that you give a fuck about that died? You would feel disrespected like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the fact you doing that to somebody who lived, I don't know how many miles away, and it's okay to you. It's weird to me because when we was growing up, we didn't want to be like nobody. We thought we was grown. We thought we was running shit. It was all of that. But it's like, I guess that era is dead. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. It's like, I feel bad for these kids. Totally. Niggas are really growing up dope heads. Like, I tell people all the time, they're like, you're dumb. I've been smoking weed before Currency and Wiz Khalifa. Like, nigga, I don't care what nobody say. Smoking weed was not super duper popping to the point everybody's doing it when you turn 13, 14, before that Wiz Khalifa and Currency type resurgence. Like, before that happened, niggas wasn't really smoking heavy weed like that. I don't care what nobody say, because I was alive.
Yeah.
The niggas that saying it's not true was 8 years old. You don't know no better. The niggas is barely 16, 17. Like,
Right.
it was around, but it wasn't, like, popular culture. Before Wiz and all them, like, with the exception of Snoop or, like, Dre, and we missed that, too. There was no rappers of my generation or my era growing up smoking weed on TV and doing shit like that. That wasn't real.
Yeah.
We had Game, Lupe Fiasco, Kanye West. Like, those was the biggest rappers when we was growing up.
Right.
So.
No, I hear you. Speaking of educating, when you were little, if I'm not mistaken, you attended the Catholic school, Our Lady of Victory, as well as Optimal Christian Academy. Whereas now, you know, you have a line that says, I'll murder God if he was trying to fuck up my paper, and another that says, you know, pray and never move my grandmama out of Compton. So were you never really all that religious to begin with, or like where was the disconnect?
I know everything in the Bible, everything. The one owner of my school was named Mr. German. I went to Our Lady of Victory when I was like in kindergarten, some shit like that. Like, I was real early on, but from 4th to 8th grade, I went to Optimal. You had Mr. Bradshaw, one of the best teacher I ever had in my life, Miss Wilson, Miss Sloan. We had Coach Campbell, our basketball coach. He used to bench you after you missed a layup, and Coach Sean. Shout out to both of them, dudes and homies. But like Mr. fucking Mike, Miss C, and Mr. German, they used to, like, we had shit called what was that shit called? Well, I forgot what it was called. We used to had to learn Bible verses, and like it would be a word, and then like shit like that. I know all that shit, but I see somebody die before, like right there, and I personally think you don't go nowhere because it's too easy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I was the reason, and I'm not trying to none of that.
No, I know.
Don't hit me with that hip hop police shit, because you know all these fucking blogs are trying to pop it. But when you see somebody die,
changes the way.
And then you see somebody cry, and then a week later they don't care no more. Don't fuck all that shit. But it's like you can pray all you want, they ain't gonna do nothing. Like, I don't know what's like as far as higher powers. Yeah, I don't know. It could be God, it could be oxygen, it could be whoever. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And none of us do, and that's the beauty of it. But when people start to try to make reasons for something that they don't understand and then tell somebody else they're wrong, that's really my problem with it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're Muslim, I'm Christian. This shit basically said the same shit, same rule set. It's all locational. Because if you grew up in a majority Muslim area, majority Christian area, that's probably what you're going to be.
Yeah.
But you're wrong and I'm right. What kind of fucking sense does that make? And that's not fair, because people dying over that shit and people is, you know, disrespecting other people over that shit. And it's not fair. And just I murdered God if he was trying to fuck my paper shit. That just niggas broke. I need the money, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Anything. We was on anybody, bro.
Yeah.
And we was young, and it fucked our minds up. Because it's to the point, okay, you going to pray, but okay, oh, you 14, turn 50, okay, Jabari dead. Okay, nobody cares. The newspaper, the news say, oh, gang member slain in central Long Beach, and try to make it paint out like he was the biggest motherfucking gangster in America, but the nigga was 15 years old.
Yeah.
How hard could you really be?
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, the police don't care about us, the teachers don't care about us. The lady, my friend accidentally, one of my friends allegedly accidentally shot a girl out of school. The teacher, her parents saying, oh, she never went outside. It was her first football game ever. She was a innocent kid. The dude deserves to be punished, blah, blah. And after my homie get 150-something years, you still sue the school system for millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So you didn't want justice. You wanted some bread, too. Yeah. So you don't care about your own kids. So who care about us?
I hear you.
God, because we can see y'all, but we can't see him.
Yeah.
So it's just to the simple fact that, you know, if when you get shit on for so long, you stop caring.
I hear you.
And that's all it was. But yeah, man, it's no big deal. But yeah, I went to Christian school. I fuck with it. That was my favorite school experience. The reason I stopped going to high school is because it wasn't like that.
Yeah. You have shaken hands with Jesus, though?
Oh, yeah, that's he cool, man. He's a cool nigga.
Did you guys get a chance to talk at all?
Yeah, we talked. He played his album at the shit and was like, what's your favorite song? He an interesting guy.
The new one, or was it longer back?
The new one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing that's coming out now.
Okay.
He didn't know my manager for a long time. Like, I got good people around me, so I'm able to meet a lot of cool people. Yeah, Latif, Corey, he didn't know all of them. They took him on his first tour.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's crazy. And, you know, he often says now, you know, one thing that he really pushes in a lot of interviews is, you know, the idea that nowadays the bigger issue seems to be classism as opposed to racism, that it's really people's, you know, financial status that separates them the most. Do you find that to be accurate at all, or?
Yeah, it's right, but what people don't understand, at least where I come from, how much money you make kind of determine what race you are. Because if you black and your mama can only afford rent in a Mexican neighborhood, you grow up over there your whole life. You motherfucking Mexican. Because when you go to prison, you running with the Mexicans. If you know hanging out in a impoverished white community, and you go to jail, you gonna run the white card.
Yeah.
I got Asian homies that's running, black crib in jail. So it's all depending on where you at and where you grew up at. That's really what it is. So it is classism, but the racism is removed from the equation. But if they pull up on you and it's some racial tension happening and you not black and you with black people, they still gonna say fuck niggers before they shoot at you. So it's the same shit, but it's different bylaws. It's not based off skin color no more. Like, I got light skin, dark skin. Yeah. They live over there. That's that neighborhood. So they're of that ethnicity. Because a lot of these times these gangs are set up in color boundaries. Like, this is a Mexican gang, this is a black gang, this is an Asian gang. And gang culture is the dominant culture in Southern California. It controls Southern California from North Hollywood to Compton to Long Beach to Gardena to Santa Monica, even all these places. And people just don't know because you never see it because we all go to jail.
Yeah. So. And anyone who follows you closely knows that you're certainly all about getting to the check. But is there any bad blood at all between you and Cash?
Me and Cash. Oh, my homie? Yeah. That's my nigga, man. I be bullying the fuck out of Cash. He be bullying me. That's my boy. He in jail right now, man.
Oh, is he?
He got 18 months. He'll be home in a minute, though. But that's my nigga, man. I love that man.
Didn't you have to, like, knock him out to get initiated back then?
Nah, man. What happened was we was fighting, and I got him with a cold. I hit hard. I hit real hard.
Oh, really?
And I'm little, so, he bigger. That's like my big brother.
Oh, okay.
I be calm. I be cool, so none of the homies be trying to fight me. When it was time for that, just boom, boom. I got a couple more niggas, too. They know the deal.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's my big bro, though. Yeah. Was a motherfucking football star, man. He'll do anything for me, anything for my homies. Yeah, that's my man, man.
Okay.
That's one of the most solid people I ever met in my life.
Yeah, shout out to Cash.
Shout out to Cash, man.
Is it true that your mom used to drive you to some of your fights when you were younger?
Everybody mama do that.
Really?
Man, hell yeah. If you get beat up at school, you got a problem, your mama gonna make sure you can whoop their ass. At least where I come from, because we not. There's nothing wrong with a fight, man. We boys. You supposed to fight. What you gonna do? Cry? Nothing better than that. Because my mom was under the pressure, like if get it over quick before it get too out of control. Yeah. Everybody try to do the other shit. So y'all fight if y'all friends, and then y'all shake hands.
Okay.
And that's what it was on.
To get a visual, I guess I was curious, especially since, if I'm not mistaken, she worked for Toyota, what kind of car she drove. Like, would you roll up in something intimidating or a little more prissy?
My mama she had a RAV4. She had she got an Avalon right now. She done had like the same car for like 10 years. She just get different ones.
Okay.
But when we was younger, she had a white Maxima that was bucket. My daddy had the Thunderbird. He had the Bumblebee, the big ass yellow Bumblebee truck that had like the V12 or some shit in it. And he used to hop in. He was crazy. But yeah, man, they had a lot of cars, man. They bought cars. That's what they did with their money.
Okay. And before we wrap it up here, were the Dodgers in kind of a roundabout way the basis for you ultimately growing up in the environment that you did?
I wouldn't really say the Dodgers, but we liked the Angels because we close to Orange County, so we was fucking Anaheim. But the Dodgers definitely got a lot of significance on these streets. Niggas know what that means. That's some other shit. But
because hadn't your dad seen like an interview with one of the players?
Oh, my grandfather.
Or your grandfather?
That's way before me. Them niggas, I wasn't even alive. My granddad was in the Army. Well, he's in the Marines. He came from Haiti. Was in Texas for a little bit. Then he was in Texas for a little bit. Some weird shit with my family. He went to the Marines when he was 16. He got out when he was like 17, 18. He had hearts and all that crazy shit we didn't know about till he died. But he liked the Dodgers. He was a big baseball fan. So he seen an interview. One of the Dodgers said that he lived in Compton, then he moved to Compton. And that's when it was like a predominantly like suburban white area, just like all these other places that's considered the ghetto now. Yeah. But, yeah, man. Then he bought some houses. He bought a house on Palmer, and a house on Spring. And they own them. And like on 126th or 130 something. And that's the only thing my family really owns is them 3 houses.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like people to know about Vince Staples?
Buy my music. Don't steal it, please. Yeah, man. I'm just regular. Everybody got a story.
Yeah, totally.
Just telling people some stuff. Hopefully they learn something from it, because I learn a lot from people every day. So the more people that can learn from me, the better.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. Come on. Great chatting with you. Best wishes with everything coming your way. Any final thoughts before we say goodbye?
Album coming soon. Videos coming soon. All that stuff. Stop doing drugs. It's not cool. Just leave it alone. Please, go to school. Thank you. Bye.
There you have it. Once again, I'm Damon Campbell, and this is Vince Staples. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it, man. Come on, man. Oh, wait, you funny.
I wanted to work with Eminem for a long time, and it's funny saying this on the mic because I haven't been able to say it to anybody. So Hot New Hip Hop getting it first. Eminem.
We did a project with the dudes from We Did It and a couple of other people. That's like Slow Mo, RL Grime, Bauer, and this other dude named Deej as well. He's just coming up under them right now. He's crazy. I'm gonna just say I'm working on a big project.
What's that?
A really big project.